Don't count on a massive Bitcoin correction at the end of this bull cycle. Next on your 4-Minute Bitcoin. Today's show is from a post by the Daily Hodl staff and brought to you by Swan Bitcoin. Dan Held, head of growth at the Kraken exchange, says that a devastating bearish correction at the end of the current Bitcoin bull cycle, well, that it may not be in the cards this time around. In a new interview on the What Bitcoin Did podcast with Peter McCormick, Held asserts that if Bitcoin can break $300,000, the bullish narrative surrounding Bitcoin may be so overpowering that there won't be enough sellers to drive down the price. Saying, what happens if Bitcoin blows past $300,000? Do you think anyone's going to sell? Maybe. But then all of a sudden, this super cycle chatter becomes really intense as the reflexivity of folks wanting the narrative that fits what the price is doing, well, it starts to kick in. Now, we saw this happen when Bitcoin dropped a few days ago. All the bears come out and they're like, oh, it's the end of Bitcoin. Sell all your Bitcoin. And then the market rebounds and booms and all the bears disappear. Contrary to previous bull cycles where Bitcoin witnessed big 80% drops after hitting the all-time highs, Held considers the possibility that at the end of the current rally, Bitcoin may end up ranging for a while instead. Held has previously put forth the idea of a Bitcoin super cycle, which states that during a bull cycle, Bitcoin will go straight to $1 million without a true bearish period at all. Now, according to Held, the potential giant rally would be sparked by an influx of institutional capital, intensifying economic crisis, and a massively bullish and solidified narrative surrounding Bitcoin. So, what do you think? Do you think Dan is right? Do you think we're starting to see the start of a super cycle? Please let me know your thoughts, as always, in the comments. And this episode, well, it's brought to you by Swan Bitcoin. Now, Swan Bitcoin allows you to buy Bitcoin with dollar cost averaging. And as I always say, that's the best way to buy a Bitcoin. And you can buy as little as $10 worth of Bitcoin at a time. I'm an advisor to Swan and even own a small piece of the company, so you know I'm going to like what they're doing. Actually, I love what they're doing, to be honest with you. So if you use the link, swanbitcoin.com/Gary, you can receive $10 worth of Bitcoin free. So what are you waiting on? Go ahead and take a look at swanbitcoin.com/Gary today and see what I'm talking about. I'm GaryLeland, the Bitcoin Boomer, and thanks for joining me on another 4-Minute Bitcoin show. This is a BitBlockBoom.com production.